trying to make sense of aggressive behaviors, many parents come to a conclusion like this. My autistic daughter's aggression comes out of nowhere, unprovoked, no trigger. As a parent, it's easy to only see this, which is the aggression. The biting, the pushing, or the scratching. But I want to challenge you to take a step back, and we're going to zoom out and look at more of the big picture. The truth is, all behavior is a form of communication. Even those unprovoked or those that seem to come out of nowhere. He's trying to communicate something. Today, we'll learn how to identify what that something is using a behavioral, evidence-based approach. A simple 3-step formula. We're going to take the mystery out of aggression in our autistic learners. And by the end, you'll know how to look for patterns and trends in your child's behavior. Let's talk about it. If you don't know me, my name is Celeste. I'm a BCBA who educates and empowers parents on how to teach their autistic baby new, meaningful, everyday skills beyond the conventional ABA therapy route. So we talked about behavior being a means of communicating a hidden message. How do we learn what that message is? So I'm going to challenge you to put on your science goggles and we're going to break it down together. The aggression happened, boom, right? Zoom out. I want you to ask yourself the question, what happened before the aggression? Okay? The second question is, what happened after? And the last question is, what is he trying to communicate in this very moment? Let's break it down. Okay, so I promise it's going to get easier once we kind of apply it to an example, okay? So let's start with an easy example, okay? So your child is in the kitchen. There's little sister present as well, right? And little sister grabs a toy from them. And your child pushes little sister, and then little sister falls on the floor and your child gets their toy back. And obviously you come running in the room and you're like, no, we don't do that. That's not nice, right? Okay, so let's go back to our formula, okay? The push was the behavior in the middle, but what happened before? Okay, before little sister took their toy. And after little sister fell on the floor, your child got the toy back. The third piece of the formula is, what is your child trying to communicate with the aggression, with the push? Consider little sister grabs a toy from them. Your child got the toy back. The aggression was functional. It worked. It was effective. It got her needs met in that moment. What was the need? The need was to get her toy back. She's trying to say, I want my toy back. It's mine. Give it back. And she got it back, right? When we zoom out and we see the whole picture, the environment, it leaves us clues on what the hidden message is, what your child is trying to communicate through that aggression. Okay, let's do another example. This is a little bit harder. You're talking on the phone. You're on the phone with your child's pediatrician. You're really busy with all of the things, trying to make a really important appointment, okay? And your child comes up to you and hits you, kind of smacks you on the shoulder and starts crying. So you kind of wrap it up quickly and hang up. Or maybe you say, okay, I'll call you back. So then you pick up your child and you say, hey, okay, what do you want? Now I'm available. Going back to the formula, what happened before the behavior? Before the hitting, you were talking on the phone. You weren't looking at your child, talking to them. Okay, what happened after the behavior? After the aggression, you hung up and you said, I'll call you back. And then you looked at your baby and then you said, okay, now I'm available. What do you need? This is kind of tricky because there wasn't like a tangible item that your child wanted. So what were they trying to communicate? Let's look at the A. Your attention was diverted. And after the behavior, you hung up and you gave your baby the attention that they wanted, the attention that they were seeking. So the aggression, the hit, was effective. It worked. It was functional. It got your baby's needs met. You guys are doing great. If you made it this far, you guys are stellar. Okay. This is the last example. This is the hardest one, okay? This one's tricky because when I talk to, let's say, a parent, the mom says, this behavior came out of nowhere. There was no trigger. There was nothing. Now knowing what you know, when you're tempted to make that statement, now you're going to ask, did it really though? Your little boy is happily playing with his toys on the floor, okay? You're cooking dinner, things are going great. And then he comes up to you and he pinches you really hard on the leg. And then you jump back and you say, ow, we don't hurt mommy. What happened before the behavior? Now it's tempting to say nothing, but we're scientists, so we're going to ask the question, what happened before? He was playing on the floor and mom was cooking dinner, okay? What happened after? After the behavior, mom said, ow, we don't hurt mommy. She is likely looking down at her son. By looking at what happened before, you see that no attention was given. Looking at what happened after, you see that quality, direct attention was provided. He was trying to say, Mom, look at me. He was trying to say, Mom, I need you. He was trying to say, Mom, pay attention to me. And it worked. The pinching was effective. Over time, patterns and trends will reveal themselves. What you're going to want to do is write down your observations, record it, and over time you'll see a pattern emerging. So consider the last two examples, right? The mom was on the phone and then she said, I'll call you back. And the mom was cooking dinner. And then she gave the little boy attention. Let's pretend that that's your child. You're reviewing your notes because you recorded a lot of these examples and you notice a trend. Always before the behavior, there's a pattern. Usually I'm busy or not paying attention to him directly in that moment. And then after the behavior, I talk to him or look at him. There's some attention that's granted. And so over time, you'll notice this trend emerge, and it really takes the guesswork out of behaviors. Like, it's not so magical, it's not so mysterious anymore. It becomes predictable. Congratulations, you're a scientist. So the next time your child behaves negatively, I want you to pause and ask yourself, what happened before and after the hitting? You might be surprised to learn what your little one is trying to say. If you learned something new today, what was it? Write it in the comments, starting with the phrase, I never knew. Okay? I want to hear what it was. So if this video was helpful, I encourage you to like and subscribe. It helps me to know you like the video so I can continue to make more content on this topic, as well as it lets the YouTube algorithm know you liked it so it can hopefully reach other parents. From your favorite BCBA, keep showing up, keep doing the work. You got this.